Hello everybody, this is Punk and welcome to my channel. So, when a lot of art tubers talk about what we're going to talk about in this video, they will title it How to Draw Literally Anything or something like that. And that's not technically wrong, because this is the basic of how to draw basically everything in existence, and everything that could possibly be drawn. But I like to think of it more as the one thing that all artwork has in common. That a lot of specific drawings, those have very specific parts that you need to learn to draw. It will come back to this, but you still need to learn those specific parts, those specific shapes, those specific forms. And that is the one thing that all drawings have in common. They are all a bunch of shapes and forms coming together on a 2D plane to create an image. So, for a very simple example, I'm going to find some object here that we can use, such as this empty bottle of hand sanitizer. I'm going to place it right there so I can use it as reference. So at the top we have this very short cylinder. Then this is also a cylinder, though it's like a cylinder crossed with a rectangular prism. That's going to be an interesting shape to try and depict. Okay, looks like due to this tilt of the easel, the perspective is kind of looking down. I am fine with that. Okay, kind of scuffed there. Okay. Okay, so as you can probably see, the drawing is not perfect, but you can see the general idea. Okay, and then I'm kind of getting a sort of triangle, or maybe like a funnel. And let's see. Okay, probably make that top smaller. Okay. Yeah, it's not perfect, but for the sake of time, we're going to move along to another example. And I actually have a very good example of this. It's an artwork from my card game. The card that this is art for is Officer Eyeball. And we're going to use this Ziploc bag so I can trace over it. Trying to keep that in place is going to be a pain in my butt. So for the eyeball part, obviously an eyeball is easy. Okay, we're going to have to switch to it. Yeah, we'll want to use a different marker. Okay, for the eyeball, it is obviously a circle. The torso, that would be an oval. The legs are like triangles. Zoos are sort of like, I want to say, semicircles. Oh, so we got to that is very close to a long, elongated pentagon. And if we wanted to get into the specific details, this belt, actually, to make this easier to see, we'll go ahead and we'll erase it first. If we wanted to go into the details, this belt is like a very long, thick line. This tie is a pair of rhombuses. The parts of the collar, curved rectangles. Rim of the hat, I'm not really sure what that shape is called. I want to say it's like a crescent. Yeah, let's go with that. It's a crescent. That sounds about right. And we can even apply this to a human figure. Let me pull up a reference on my laptop here real quick. And then I think since this expo marker is dead anyways, I'll put the lid of it there so that future me knows where to put the reference image in editing. Now, I know I have a pencil here somewhere. Let's see. Okay, so we are going to go ahead and break down a human figure into simple shapes here. Technically, this can apply to the whole figure, but we're going to do just the upper body here for the sake of time, and also because legs and arms, while not the exact same, do have a fair bit of overlap. So, for the head, the cranium is a circle, and then the face is like a piece of paper with curved corners. The torso, specifically the chest, you can simplify that into a sort of a rectangle and a long triangle. The abdomen, that one kind of is just a rectangle. The neck, that is basically just a cylinder. Okay, a bit of a tangent there. Okay, each of the joints are circles. Okay, then we can make those connected to the body a bit better. Each part of the arm, the upper and lower arm, those can be made into cylinders as well. And those are kind of their own beast entirely, but for the sake of time, for the sake of explanation, the base of the hand is a rectangle. Then the fingers, each of those are kind of like a, I don't want to say a sausage. Each of the fingers individually is 3 cylinders joined together. But for the sake of time here, we're just going to draw them as this one rectangle. Oh, well, not really a rectangle, more like a half oval. And we're going to do the same thing here. And for thumb, we actually do have that kind of sausage shape. And you know what? This head looks kind of off. So how about we go ahead and add the ears, which are also kind of ovals. The human body has a lot of ovals and cylinders. Then let's see, I feel like doing one more example. What would be a good example? I'm trying to think of something. You know what? How about we do another one for my card? We'll trace Cosmic Serpent this time. Oh right, that's the one that doesn't work. If we look at this card's body, the base of it is just this very long, curved cylinder. All these spikes around the back, pretty obvious, those are just triangles. These ears, or horns, I don't remember what I meant those to be. A combination of a triangle and rectangle, kind of like how a child would draw a house. this head. You can fit a circle here. And these tentacles here, you can kind of just call those irregular shapes. Oh, that seems good. So yeah, that's basically what all drawings have in common. They are just a bunch of forms that are brought together to form an image. I hope this helped.